Excited to have backstage here at Lollapalooza 10-time Grammy Award winner FINNEAS. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, man.
Man.
If you were to actually choose your own intro and it had nothing to do with music, like how would we introduce you?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I mean,
I think once you have the 10 Grammys, you have to mention that.
yeah, that's
right?
how I introduce myself at parties.
Yeah.
Hi.
No,
Tell me
I
my
mean,
Grammy
that would be a crazy way to introduce myself. Yeah, but you know, I mean, I think the reason that I laughed is just anytime I hear that, I'm like, that's crazy.
You did that.
You did that.
Well, I mean, they voted for that. I just made records, so yeah.
You know what, though? I feel like when you earn a title, you get to use it. Like my wife, she earned her doctorate, so I have to call her Dr. Wife.
Dr. Wife. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice, man.
Hey, so tell us about the favors.
So Ash, my good friend and my confidant, and I, over the last 2 years, in secret, made a whole album together.
Wow.
We knew that we wanted it to be sort of delineated from like her solo music and my solo music, so we came up with this band name. We called it The Favors. I made it with a good friend of mine named Marinelli and another friend named Ricky as well. And we have this whole album coming out on September 19th, and we're super proud of it. And we're going to play a couple of release shows around the album. We've got a show in Colorado at Red Rocks on the 26th of September,
Wow.
a show in New York City on October 1st, and a show in LA on September 18th.
I feel like your music is always so like whimsical, magical. Like I feel like watching that at the Red Rocks is gonna be incredible.
I'm really excited about that. Venue is so beautiful. You could just watch the sunset there and, you know, have a great time. So I'm very excited to play that show.
And why did you guys come up with the name The Favors? I feel like bands go through so many names. Our show is Mogan Carla Mornings, zero
Nice.
originality.
Literally.
It felt like a name that had existed for decades. It felt like the kind of thing that was like, oh, you don't know The Favors? They were a big band in the 70s. Like it felt like this,
Okay.
this
I do
band.
hear that.
Yeah, this band
I
that
do
existed before, and so I thought that was kind of romantic. And I don't know, I just
Like
like.
the Wonders.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
So when you guys are creating music, I feel like people always have so many different opinions and you have so many people telling you like, I think this sounds good, this sounds good. How do you stand 10 toes down behind your ideas? Like, is there something that you really believe in?
10 Grammys.
I don't believe in my ideas as much as I believe in people. I really choose based off of like a person that I believe in, and I believe in them based off of like, oh, they're just a talented person, they're hardworking, they make people feel good, you know, they walk into a room and they have a warmth to them. Like I bet on those things, because betting on like individual songs or ideas, like there can be things that are like not the right moment for culture or for just like what's going on in the year, but those songs will still exist, and a year and a half later they might have a great moment. I really stand behind people.
So you stand behind Ash.
I stand behind Ash.
Yeah.
I've stood behind, you know, Billy for many years, and then yeah, I just feel like every, you know, 8 months I just hear some new person, like maybe a person like Ray, the artist, where
I
I
love
just
her. We
think
talked
like,
to her
man,
last year.
she's just an unbelievable talent. That's an easy person to stand behind and understand that, like, you know, whenever that moment comes, like she's just ready for it.
I love that. So can we go back to your like early producer days? I'm so curious because you got your start so young. Do you ever go back and listen to like the earliest stuff that you did, and do you love it?
Sometimes I critique it and sometimes I appreciate it. I do it, like, I don't never do it, but I feel like I'm always like working on new music, so
Right. So
I'll
that's kinda where
save
your
it for like a
mind's at.
flight or something.
Oh.
But the other day I was listening to Billy's second album, Happier Than Ever.
Yeah.
And I feel like when we made her third album, we kind of had to like critique a lot of our old work and try
Yeah.
to, you know, make the best thing we'd ever made. And I listened to Happier Than Ever the other day, and I was like, oh, I'm really proud of this album, and Billy sings great on it, and I sent her these texts about it. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then I realized I'd sent them to the wrong person. It was like the day after my birthday, and so I had like 100 texts, and I just had replied to somebody's like, happy birthday, and I'd written like, I'm still really proud of this album. And then I was like, man, I'm sorry, I meant to send that to my sister. And they were like,
And Ray was like,
they were
oh, cool,
it wasn't
thanks.
Ray, but they were like, that album still slaps. And I was like, oh, thanks.
They agree.
When you are like, you know, deciding on music for you versus Billy, how do you make that distinction of who's gonna get that idea? Because now you want to put out the best for you too.
It used to be that I would write her songs and she'd like some of them and not like some of them. At this point, she's such a strong writer that everything that is going to be on her record, we'd sit and write together. So that's a really easy. If I write a song alone, I'll put it out. And if she's writing a song with me, or if she's writing a song on her own, then that's a Billy song.
Very nice. Well, of course, Lollapalooza this weekend, next weekend, Outside Lands. You got your stuff with the favors. You got a lot going on. We appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk to us.
Good to talk to you guys.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
have a good one, you guys.
Thank you. You too.